So this is the design all cut out. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of this transfer tape right on top of this so we can transfer it over onto the KitchenAid right on top. Did not stick properly all the way there. I'm just gonna lift it and set it down. And then I'm just gonna do this to get the pattern to transfer onto the tape and peel off of the backing. Sometimes this works better if your transfer tape has been used a few times. It seems like the decal or the design comes off easier that way. And I do it both sides. And I tore it a little bit there. This is a brand new piece of transfer tape, so I hope I don't have much trouble with it. After I've scraped it a few times, I did have to go over it, like I said, because it's a new transfer tape. I did have to go over it a few times with the little scraper. And here is the decal stuck on the tape itself. And I already went and made a little mark here on top of the KitchenAid where exactly I want to position it. And the tape does have a grid on it. So I'm just gonna press it down, smooth it out, and then we're gonna scrape it again so everything sticks onto the KitchenAid itself. I did forget to tell you guys one little tip. Before you transfer anything onto an item, you need to make sure that you wipe it very well with alcohol wipes or even just rubbing alcohol to remove any residue so that your decal stays nice and attached really well. And there it is. I have one more little project that I'm gonna do for my kitchen. So now I am set up in the Cricut design space, and I want to upload the image that I will be using to place the decal on my Keurig, and I already have it saved here on my desktop, so I'm just gonna drag it and drop it over on this side, and then I'll maximize my window. And I want to do a simple image because there's not a whole lot of detail on this. And then I'm gonna erase this background because I don't want any of that white to show up on my image. And then I'm going to click continue. And I don't want this on here, so I'm gonna go back and try to get that off of here. And then I'm gonna select my eraser, make it as big as I possibly can, and just erase all these words. And this is just actually an image that I found off of Google. So I want to clean it all up here because I don't want any of that to show up on my imaging when it's time to cut. And there it is, all cleaned up. And then I'm gonna save it as a cut image, because a save as a print and then cut would be something that you would print through your printer and then cut it on the Cricut. So I'm gonna save it. And then I'm gonna click on that image and I'm gonna click insert image. And here it is. And then I just wanna compare these measurements to the measurement of the area on the Keurig. So I think this is gonna be about the size that I need for it to fit right on top of my Keurig. Because I have about 3.5 inches to play with on the top, but I don't want to make it too big. I might extend it actually out here to 3 inches just to see how that looks. And then I have it set as 6 inches high, and I'm gonna lock the image because that's the size that I want it. And then I'm gonna click make it, and it's gonna tell me that I need to plug in the machine. And while the computer recognizes that the machine is plugged in, I'm gonna go ahead and prep the mat with the vinyl and go from there. So we're gonna click on continue there on the bottom right hand corner, and I have already I've already placed the vinyl on top of the mat, and I rolled it down really good, just so it sticks really well. And then we're gonna come back over here to the laptop because I do need to set onto the machine. I need to tell it what kind of...
I stopped.
And I know that it is found under premium. And I'm just gonna click premium vinyl, click done. And then if you notice over here so I'm gonna click on that. And then I'm gonna click on here. As of right now, I don't have a crafting room. I do different crafts. I like to sew and I like to knit as well. I kind of have everything piled in the corner in my bedroom or in my dining room. But within the next few months here, I should be having a crafting room set up. So I'm super excited about that. And if you look over onto the screen of my laptop, it'll actually tell you the percentage of where it is I'm cutting, and it looks like this project's gonna take a little bit of time.
This is the final project. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification.